At the same time, 5 p.m. on Saturday, we'll be having the table toppers with a 100% record, Manchester City. They'll be taking on Fulham. Manchester City coming to this particular weekend with Erling Haaland having swept this week. We saw he was voted the PFA Player of the Year, and of course in the last night's Champions League draw, he was also voted the UEFA Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Haaland hasn't started the season particularly as explosively as last season, but if we saw a bit of a twist that he drew a blank in one of the first 3 games that he had and then bounced back to score a double. Does that happen against Fulham?
I think it's likely to happen, Tony. I think Haaland with the 2 hours...
After those awards, he must be dreaming big.
He should be buoyed now, and he knows that he now has the chance to go for the Ballon d'Or, especially if he can keep the rhythm of his form of last season going into December. He should be able to have a say in that award.
It will be very, very interesting. Manchester City come into this particular fixture having acquired the services of, don't forget, Jeremy Doku earlier, and of course now we hear that they've signed Matthias Nunes for £53 million from Wolves. Another very, very good addition to this side. We talked about having a lighter midfield at least after those, that outgoing of Ilkay Gundogan, and Kovacic hasn't particularly impressed so far. So this signing of Nunes will be very welcome to Man City fans.
Yeah, it will be very welcome, Tony. But I've been trying to look at Nunes' highlights, and he seems to be more forward. He looks to be a half 10. He's more 8 to 10 than 8 to 6.
And I had a question about that because last season Nunes had 1 assist and 1 goal.
Yeah.
So if he's a half 10, then the statistics look grim.
Exactly. They should be looking higher. But again, Tony, you look at a team like Wolves. Last season they really did suffer. So I don't want to judge him onto the performance against the team he was. I think we can start judging him now that he's in a far better team that will create more chances. So he should be able to finish them.
We know he's a brilliant footballer, of course.
Yeah, very brilliant. The other ask for me is, does he go and partner with Rodri at the midfield position, or will he be allowed to roam? Remember, even KDB would more often than not be up front than sitting with
Rodri.
Yeah.
No, we know Rodri can patrol that position alone, especially with the conversion of the right centre back into, or the right back into the midfield. So he definitely will be allowed to roam. We don't know if this game, although comes so early for him, it will be very, very interesting to see what Pep does. Of course, he's still not yet back in this particular fixture. He might be off the touchline. That's the latest that we have. But they'll be taking on a Fulham side team that's working endlessly or tirelessly in the market, in this transfer deadline, trying to secure some players, trying to get in a few players. They've been mentioning Iwobi. They've also mentioned Callum Hudson-Odoi. They still need a bit of firepower going up front. They haven't started the season so well.
Yeah, they need firepower. I was shocked when Fulham let Solomon go for free. I mean, they had him on loan, but he chose Tottenham. I thought Solomon would have been one of those. And we know they have only Raul Jimenez as the number 9 there. So the team looks lacking. They got a result against Arsenal,
which was a very brilliant result.
Very brilliant, and they showed a lot of resilience there. But the team still looks for me too shallow to last the full season. And there is a rumor today that Bayern is courting Paulinho.
No, that will be a blow.
And if Paulinho goes, I think they are going to...
No, if Paulinho leaves this Fulham side, that will be a very, very big blow. Of course, the money that's being mentioned is about £70 million, which might be tempting for any club of Fulham's stature. But don't forget, one of their biggest problems is in the last 2 games, these people have got a red card in each of them. So this is a team that you cannot afford to get a red card, especially early on, like they did against Arsenal.
No, you cannot get the red card because Man City can capitalize and dominate you. Even
they're unforgiving.
11v11. So if numerically you're disadvantaged, they are going to have a go at you. So first things first, Fulham has to get the discipline and make sure they're going to last the 11 men, and then from there you see what result you can get.
It will certainly be very, very interesting. Manchester City coming into this one on 9 points in 3 games, and of course Fulham are seated 12th in the log with 4 points only from the opening 3 games. It will give them very, very perhaps a positive mood after that comeback draw against Arsenal, where they had already got a red card but still managed a 2-2 draw and away from home. So it will give them really, really a lot of positive vibes coming into this one. But this is a City side vibes are not enough. I've gone for a 3-0 win for City.
Yeah, I think Fulham scores goals, so I've gone for 3-1 City.
Very, very interesting Saturdays, action-packed. Do not forget to share with us your predictions as well. We'd like to hear what you think, and also what you think about those transfers as they've happened for both these sides, Manchester City and Fulham. Stay tuned. We have more action, and we'll bring you the big one on Sunday.